Ben.
And I'm Claire.
And welcome to An Idiot and a Broad.
I am the idiot.
And I am the broad.
So, without further ado, our topic for today is dating.
And relationships. Around there. It's towards that general direction.
Thank you so much, guys. We've got so much feedback from the first episode. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah, Claire.
It's because I'm making it up because we're recording this and you guys haven't heard the first episode while we're still recording this.
Then why are you saying that?
Because I don't know. It's fun to lie. It's September 5th.
We've been exposed.
Okay.
Burn the studio.
Yep. Burn our makeshift studio filled with like my brother's desk and like 2 laptops.
All right, so
okie doke.
Claire, you have the plan today.
I do have the plan.
What are we gonna be going over first?
We're gonna be going over some gosh darn 11 most popular relationship statuses. So
does that include like Facebook status? Like
No, well, they don't have these exact terms on Facebook. They don't have they have it's complicated and stuff like that, but they don't have
about like boyfriend, girlfriend, like friends with benefits.
Yeah, we're talking about all that kind of stuff.
All that goody stuff.
The first one, I'll just say the first one is maybe I'm being biased, but I would say it's the most regular. Okay. It's marriage / boyfriend girlfriend situation, the modern day.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair to say. Like it's regular. The most, I wouldn't say like regular. I'm just saying most common.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's like a normal relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like all sorts of relationships and stuff like that, but like it's the most common one.
And we're talking today about whatever gender you are and whatever gender you're in a relationship with. It doesn't really matter. All of this can still apply. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, you can identify yourself as a shoe for all I care. Like,
and this still applies to you if you're a shoe.
Yeah, if you're you know, I'm not gonna say too much, but like if you identify yourself.
Ben, do you not approve of shoes?
No, I do approve of shoes. It's just like I don't know, like people who say like, oh, I don't identify myself as a gender.
Or like
I'm like
when they have those 40 options now when you're signing up, like are you female, male, or a box? Are you a shoe? There's like a line for other, and you put like avocado. It's like what the fuck? like I identify myself as an avocado. Brown on the outside, green and milky mushy with a pit on the inside. That wasn't even an innuendo. I don't know.
And we're kind of getting off topic here.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so back on topic.
The second one, besides a regular relationship,
yeah,
is friends with benefits. So basically, this is a relationship of 2 people who don't want to be in a relationship with each other, like a romantic relationship, but do want sex with each other. This is pretty common. There's a movie made on it. It's called Friends with Benefits.
Oh my god, is that
pretty funny?
Is that the one with Justin Timberlake?
No. There's another sort of title like that. This one's with Jason Sudeikis.
I haven't watched that.
And Allison Brie from Community. And my favorite celebrity crush, Adam Scott. He's a really nasty doctor.
He's a shoe. Like
no!
he looks like a shoe.
Oh my god, I hate everybody.
No, he looks like a weasel, guys.
He's so hot. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Wherever you are, if you're on Twitter or if you're on YouTube, just say, what's his name?
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott is a shoe.
No,
just comment that.
Yeah, no, actually tweet him at Mr. Adam Scott.
Is a shoe.
You're a shoe. You're a damn shoe. The third one is the side piece.
What is the side piece?
This is like if you're the other woman. Yeah, like a side hoe. You might be the side piece if you're the other woman. So, in other words, the guy you're sleeping with is taken and probably in a relationship, and the main girl is often totally unaware of the guy cheating on her. Okay. Yeah, this is also known as cheating.
So we're talking about like those sleazy guys who are like, yeah, babe, I promise you're my one and only one. Yeah, you're the only one. I love you so much. But like,
and then
yeah, I'm not down for that. You know, like I guess like I mean that's pretty bad. That's in top like 11, I guess. I mean, like,
yeah, I know.
There's not a lot of different kinds of relationships.
Like
obviously,
the side piece is literally another form of the word cheating.
Yeah,
in a relationship.
That's really messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty screwed up.
On to the next one, Claire.
Number 4, an open relationship. So this is different from being a side piece, since everyone involved in the relationship is like consenting to have others join in this time. So open relationships are basically one partner accepting that the other will cheat on them. So it's never
it's not really like it's okay. So like on my take on it is like if you're dating someone like romantically.
Yeah.
And you can tell them, hey, let's have an open relationship. And
which means both of you are allowed to have sex with other people.
Yeah, you can like it's consent between both partners that you can go and have sex with other people.
Yeah.
But still maintain your romantic relationship with the person you agreed consent with.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Number 5, the sugar relationship.
Is that a sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy.
Oh my god.
Or a sugar mommy.
Or a Splenda. It's either like it's
Splenda.
That's the thing. Okay,
no, Splenda's for not males or females. People who identify otherwise, they're Splenda people.
Hear me out. Okay,
right.
so like like there's a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, right? Like they're buying stuff, right?
Fake?
It's it's not a fake. It's like a cheaper version. Like instead of getting that like Gucci and like that Louis Vuitton and stuff like that.
They get you H&M.
Yeah, you're gonna go to H&M and get those like Gap, and you're getting those $10 t-shirts. You know, no, let's bump it up a bit. We're going to like American Eagle, like.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, I'd still appreciate that.
I know, but like it's same idea of
it's someone buying another person's affection.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like kind of
there's a lot of people I know that have been swindled into this. So it's
Claire,
usually
have you been swindled into this?
No, but I accept gifts. If you want to give me gifts, I'll take them for sure.
All right, so we're gonna leave our information for you guys to send us gifts if you want.
Yeah, actually, I have an address, but whatever. Well, it's probably already in the description. I don't know.
It's come on, Claire. We're not in it for the money.
I am.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm in this for the learning experience.
Yeah, me too. The learning experience. That's what it's all about. The IB way. Don't laugh. The IB way is the best way. Oh my god. All right. God. So we just covered sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Or sugar.
Okay, number 6.
Yeah, go for it.
It's complicated. This is most often a sign that the relationship is about to fall apart. So it's when a relationship gets downgraded to it's complicated on Facebook. That generally means that the couple's fighting and probably will break up. And not be a thing anymore. And a bunch of people will be like, oh, and other people will be like, yes, he can be mine, or she.
My god.
Yeah, usually. Come on, freaking motorcycle. I can hear you. We're recording a podcast, don't you know? It's A++. Get out of here.
Stupid motorcycles. I hate motorcycles.
Me too. Okay, number 7 is called talking to someone.
What?
No.
Is it like this means sliding into them DMs? like
yeah, like often. This means
like
you're interested in someone or multiple people, but you haven't made the move to actually ask them on an official date
But
yet.
is that a relationship or is that just a crush?
This is technically it's a relationship you have with someone. This is not all romantic relationships. These are just like statuses you have with people that involve sex. You could have had sex with someone and still not actually ask them out. You're talking to them. Okay, maybe they don't want to see you again, but maybe.
So like you go to that like sick ass party.
Yeah.
And you get lucky. And you're like, yo, that was a really good time. Let's talk. Like,
yeah, and then
like you don't just
phone numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't just.
And then it either happens or it doesn't.
You don't straight up be like, yo, date me.
But the next day, if someone was asking if you had a boyfriend or something, you'd be like, oh, I'm talking to someone.
Okay.
Or a girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay. Is it kind of like seeing someone, or is that different?
Yeah. That's another version for that. Well,
okay.
No. Seeing someone is like you've done it multiple times.
All right. Okay.
So it's like talking 2 times.
Is like before that. It's like before seeing someone.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're like doing this in steps. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Number 8. The booty call.
Ooh, the booty.
This is a status that means the person you're with isn't really more. Wait, what?
Are you having trouble there, Claire?
Yeah, my notes make no sense.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
I wrote, this is a status that means the person you're with isn't really more than a slab of meat to you. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So like.
So you have zero interest in your personality. You just want the booty.
She's just there to be DTF. Like she's just.
Basically.
She's down to fuck. Like,
yeah,
that's what
DTF stands for. If you didn't know.
She's just.
Yeah.
She's just there.
I wouldn't want to be that.
To show off. She's like Drake's Rihanna.
Probably. I mean, that hasn't been confirmed yet.
I know. I was gonna say Nicki Minaj, but like I think they're like
Nicki Minaj.
Oh my god. No, but they're actually like they were all like cute and cuddly with each other or something.
All those Toronto basketball games.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah.
Number 9 is a placeholder. So these are people who you're in a relationship with until something better comes along.
Oh my god. So it's just like it's like
you could literally call them being a boyfriend, but to you, if your personal definition would be placeholder, and then to everybody else it would be boyfriend/girlfriend. They're like, oh, that only lasted 2 weeks.
So it's just like as soon as someone like that looks better or seems more interesting, like shows interest, you're kind of just like, okay, bye, done with you. Like recycle bin that shit.
Yeah.
Like click, drag, recycle, empty trash. Like
trash.
They're out of there.
Yeah, not even recycle. You can't reuse them.
You just trash them? You just trash them. Just
trash
straight
them.
up. That's unfortunate. Wow, I thought this was going to be like a fun episode where we talk about like, ooh, I had a crush on this person. I like this person or something like that. But like, no, like this is about like people who like cheat or people who just dump each other. Oh my god, relationships are like messed up. Yeah, oh my god.
Okay, number 10, the backup. A backup is a placeholder who you never got the official dating status to begin with.
But like you still know they want it, like is it kind of, it's kind of like a fallback,
or
like,
you could get them.
Yeah, okay. So like you're going for this person, but like if that doesn't work, then you're like,
I always have this person to go back to.
Okay, yeah.
And
like I guess that's like a security. I don't think that's like wrong if you're not leading that person on, but like
like
if they're interested in you, like, and you know that, and you just never voice anything, and you're still into someone else, like
exactly. You know if you're actually just like it's only like once the relationship kind of gets bad and you kind of see it not ending, and then you see it ending, and then you're kind of like, oh, I feel like this is kind of the end. Then that could definitely be a part where you're like, oh, time to think about maybe my next move, or maybe just I don't know. What I would do is not try and look for another relationship to get myself into.
Well, I don't know. Like it sounds like it's people like stock up. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like people are stocking up.
Saving cans of beans.
Exactly.
You can't save them.
You can't.
What if the other cans of beans wants to be eaten by someone else?
Yeah.
That wasn't interesting.
No, it was. I don't. It's like. You're like holding these people in your shed, and like
that's a better
once you're done
analogy.
Once you're done with like one person, you just like pick another person out of your shed and then start
cutting that one up too.
Okay, I was just gonna be like trying to date that person. But,
okay.
But okay, Claire. But I mean, like, I think that's like me personally. I think that's like kind of like not genuine if you're like willing to do that. You know what I mean? Like if you date someone or like if you have a relationship with someone and you're like if you're actually into them and you're invested, then you shouldn't be looking for a fallback. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like the person you're with,
it shouldn't be a thing, but unfortunately
exactly it is. Like the person you're with should be the person that you intend to be with.
Yeah, you
shouldn't be like, I'm probably gonna break up with this person, or when I am gonna break up with this person, I'm just gonna go to this person because I know they like me as well. Like
exactly.
Clearly, you're just in it to be in a relationship. You're not in it to be with that person. Yeah. And if you're so willing to just like move on so easily like that onto another person, then clearly you're in it for like all the wrong reasons. So I don't know. That's my take on it, and I don't know. I haven't been in like a ton of relationships at all, but like
I have like zero experience. So this is
I have like
it's good to hear.
Two relationships.
Guys, you're getting top-notch quality advice from us here.
Ooh, yeah, right at Idiot and Abroad where all our life experience is brought to this table.
Okay. Finally, number 11.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting like
This
it's a stupid number.
I know. This is maybe close to like top 3, I would say.
Okay.
Popular, most common.
Yeah.
It's called In It for the Kids. This is a relationship
so like
that died a
Can I just guess?
long
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Can I guess? All right. So it's come to the point where you're in you're finishing university, and like both of you are so like sick of each other, but the only way to save the relationship is you get her pregnant.
Ah.
Is that that's my guess. That's my guess.
It's not right.
Okay, it's
However,
not right.
I see that being also a common occurrence.
Like the guy's like so desperate or something, and he's like, okay, she's gonna stay with me. She's pregnant and has my child. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's my guess. That's my guess.
I don't think that would work all the time, but I do think I don't know. That's a very interesting tactic /
kind of like manipulative.
But what it really means is that like two people who are like married, because I'm just gonna assume you're married if you have kids.
Okay.
It's a relationship that died a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really been broken up because of the two people who are together had a child. Okay. So
you need to like support that child.
Or a mortgage.
So
or
like,
something else that's really expensive.
So
that
like
they have
that's
to...
pretty much like almost all marriages. Like majority of marriages are
in it for the kids. Unless you're still
kids.
really in love.
Yeah, no.
I'd like to believe my parents aren't in that relationship. I'd like to believe they're in the first one. Marriage. /
Well, yeah. I mean, but I think that like over time that happens too much. You know what I mean? Like people just like live with each other for so long. And all that really like keeps them together, I guess, is their children or like.
I know people that haven't gotten married, but they've like, by law, they're technically married.
Yeah, but they don't have like a whole like wedding ceremony and everything.
Exactly.
But they're still.
But they've been like sleeping in the same house for like 7 years. I forget
what it's called. I know there's a term for that, and I
don't know what that term is.
I forget what that term is. But okay, Claire, calm down there. All right, so that's our 11.
Yeah, we
top.
got this information from www.theboldwithane.com.
Oh.
And it was written by Oceana Tepfinhat. How come we always get weird names?
I don't know.
All these people, are they just messing with us?
I don't know. Maybe they are. What, can you say that one more time?
Oceana Tepfinhat.
Why do you say it with like a hat?
I don't know. It seems sort of Dutch.
Dutch.
I guess.
I don't know.
Do you have any information for us, Benjamin?
I have information that we can go over later. I don't have specific. Sorry, I just kind of like mess up there with my ability to speak as a human being. I have some information about health, like youth health, when it comes to relationships or just personal stuff. And I don't know if we want to go over any other stuff or we just want to dive right into that stuff.
No, we'll just do this now.
All right, yeah, let's go for it. So yeah, so like pretty much, like with relationships come whole lot of other opportunities as well as possibilities for the good and bad. And when it does get bad, there are places and sites or people that you can talk to about these problems. And us being in BC, I have one website specifically for British Columbia called Youth in BC, and their website is youthinbc.com. And
so you go there to figure out like if you're like in an abusive relationship or something?
if you're having any like abuse in your relationship. I mean, this could be any relationship. This could be like
issues, guys. Yeah. Sometimes people don't even know because they've seen their parents or they've seen, they've like seen, I don't know, other people in their life that they think is like a normal thing to do. Like, oh, like, I don't know, my dad shows affection to my mom by slapping her. That's not really good unless it's like a joke, because I'm not gonna
okay,
say,
no, I don't think it's a joke.
I'm not gonna like over generalize that, but like I have, like my dad has done like things to like me that like a lot of like other parents would be like, how dare you hit your child, but then me and my brother are like laughing.
Claire, are you in an abusive relationship?
No, I'm great. I'm having a good time.
Are you sure you're having a good time?
Yeah, I am. But like, you know, like I just want people to know that I'm not saying, I'm not like telling you to like overanalyze your life or something. Like clearly,
yeah, for sure. Obviously,
like
you know,
my
like
family, if anybody knows, my family is very like comedic, I guess. And,
yeah.
like,
well, I mean, you guys are like, you know, voice actors and stuff. Like, you're in that kind of business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you need to
our
be.
life is entertainment.
Yeah,
okay.
like,
dinner time is like when everyone like brings their jokes to the table and like we see who's the funniest, and then usually someone like farts or something, and then we just like end it. Like
that's
like,
a really good description of like a family dinner.
That's like my family dinner. I'm not kidding. How did we get talking about this? I'm just saying like
back on
like know when things it's really hard for people to tell when things are a joke or things are real. Or if you think maybe like, oh, he's doing that because he loves me or something, or she's doing that because she loves me.
Yeah, it's really easy to
if you have any questions like that, you can go to youthinbc.com and like figure out maybe what's the line there.
When it's happening to you and it becomes something normal and it's become something that's like reoccurring and regular in a relationship, it's hard to kind of root out and like kind of spot the differences and spot what's actually wrong and what's actually happening. Whereas you know, like it's hard, and you know, if you have any questions, you can always go to the website. You can call their number, and their number is 604.
Is it toll free?
There's a toll free one, and then there's one for people in British Columbia.
Okay, so even if you guys don't live in BC, I'm sure you have some other youth in Alabama or something like that. I don't know, like
yeah, for sure. I mean, like
CA.
you just look up, you know, like I don't know, teen help or something. Don't be afraid
to ask questions is what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just, you know, you have tons of different, like, means of communication and research.
Yeah.
Like the internet.
And the definition, figuring out definitions of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Consent, like, saying yes and not because someone's forcing you to.
Exactly. And these websites, the second one is Kids Help Phone, and that's Canada-wide. It's .ca, so it's Canada-wide. I'm sure that anyone can call it because it's toll-free if you know, you're across the... If you're in Uganda or something like that, and you're like, oh, I really need to talk to...
Shout out to the Ugandans listening.
I really gotta talk to, like, you know, some Canadian person about this.
Yeah.
You know, you can call Kids Help Phone. And, you know, you can talk about the same thing. You talk about bullying, dating, emotional health, family, relationships, any kind of thing that has to do with, you know, you and someone else and the interactions and relationships you have with that person. Just call them up and talk about it, because
it's really great too if you always feel like, oh, I don't want to talk to my parents about like sex or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
you
like,
know,
oh, you're moving out for the first time and you're like, I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want my parents to talk to me about this. It's so like embarrassing.
Exactly. Or it can be stressful. Like I've used Kids Help Phone before. Like I've called Kids Help Phone before. Yeah, I have actually.
Did they help?
Yeah, they actually did help. They can't, like, obviously if you have questions, like they told me, you know, like before, like they're like, okay, so by the way, I'm not a doctor, I'm not, you know, a psychologist, I'm not this, so I can't prescribe anything. I can't tell you like, oh yeah, this is happening because of this. I can only talk and suggest and stuff like that. So they're very obviously they're very official and like business like when it comes to that, because they don't want to give false information. But they do want to talk to you like as a human being and at an equivalent, you know, level where they're like, you know, you can talk to us, you be comfortable, like, you know, it's an individual person, you know, it's not just some kind of like survey thing or like robot or something, like, you know, it's like a human being real that's peeps. on the other side of the line, and they just talk to you, and you can ask them about any single thing that you actually really need. And it's really helpful. Like if you're having problems from, like, you know, abuse in a relationship, to suicidal thoughts, to depression, to whatever is going on in your life. I mean, obviously it should be relevant.
Yeah.
you're not gonna go
like,
to them like,
oh my
mom,
god, I didn't like stock the cookies and
exactly.
Like
I went to Walmart the other day and there was a long lineup and the person
and I had
in front
exams
of me,
the next day.
I was triggered and it's it's
don't use it as a joke because people really actually use that. It's helpful, obviously,
exactly.
Firsthand experience.
It's very helpful, and it's actually something that I really suggest. Like, even if it's something that has to do with one of the topics, and it may not be so serious, or even just a general question about it. General
question, like I don't know, like how does birth control work? I still don't fully know. Like all I know is that you like take pills a certain day, but I don't know when you start or when you end. Of when you like have sex or something and you don't want to have a kid. And also, who knows, maybe birth control isn't right for you. Maybe you should only be using condoms, or maybe you should only be using birth control because like you're allergic to condoms or something. But like they can help you figure that stuff out.
Exactly.
If you don't want to go in person, especially.
And I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, obviously sex ed is there for questions, but
yeah,
some people are actually like, embarrassed or afraid of like asking in front of the class or having to go over something in front of all these other people.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the majority of people don't want to go to their parents and be like, hey mom,
can I have a condom?
Yeah, or like, you know what I mean? Or like, how does this work? Like, it's
because they're gonna be like, no.
It's awkward.
Because they don't want their little baby to. But like,
not even no, but just it might be awkward. They might just be like, okay, like, you know what I mean? It just becomes an awkward situation.
Because and they know what you're up to.
Exactly.
And then it's like,
and
you know that they know.
It's the kind of thing that you want to start off on the right foot. If you have a bad experience with going to get help, then you're going to be afraid to get that help again.
Yeah.
If you're going to feel rejected or feel embarrassed when you have a legitimate question about something that is actually personally bothering you, and someone says, oh yeah, that's like ridiculous, or people laugh at you because they don't associate with themselves personally with that issue, and they may laugh at you, and then that person who asked that question, makes the connection. Hey, the next time I ask this, people are going to think it's funny. People are going to take me as a joke. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it again. So it's really important to get off on the right foot. And if you had a bad experience with asking these questions, the people that you call on these help phones, they're there for that reason. They're not there to, make fun of or make a joke out of your problem. They're there to help.
Your classroom bully or jokester.
Exactly. They're not even your parents. They're not even a doctor or someone who like is official. They're just a human being.
Yeah, they're just someone to talk to.
Wants to help. And I think that's what makes these, numbers really good, is that it's natural and it's normal and it's for anyone to do in their own privacy or whenever they want or whenever they're comfortable. So yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of information that you guys can use. You can, if you prefer like the phone, then you can use the phone, or if you prefer the website or like the chat room kind of thing, then you can do that.
And they also have like email as well if you have any questions. Yeah. So if you feel uncomfortable talking, then you can type it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all that. If you don't even want to type and you don't even want to call them, they have, you can go to their website. They have topics, and you can click on that topic, and they'll have like general
they have like
questions.
Asked,
yeah, exactly.
Asked questions.
Asked questions.
Well, thank you guys for listening to all this information. And up next, we have story time.
Whoop whoop. All right, so we're back, and
welcome to story time.
Yeah, it's story time, and I think I'm gonna be kicking this one off.
Ben's gonna go first.
I'm gonna go first. So yeah, my story is pretty much about how my relationship with my current girlfriend right now changed over time. And I guess I'll start.
Get some popcorn, guys.
Oh, get some popcorn. Get that butter. Lather it up. I don't know, layer by layer. God. Spread it all over there. Get it nice and warm.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
And salty. Warm and salty, and just eat it.
All right. Great start.
Great start. So pretty much so my current girlfriend, we met at the YMCA when I was volunteering, and at that point it started off as acquaintances. And I mean, like, I never, as soon as I met her, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like, you know, in a relationship with this person.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing she said was like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
What was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, there was. It's kind of like an inside joke in our relationship now, but and like when I say dumbest thing I heard, like she knows that it was pretty stupid. But so it was a day where we go on a field trip with all the kids, and we put blue shirts on them with the YMCA logo. And I was assigned to her group because there was these two kids that were like troublemakers, I guess. And I went up to her. I was like, "Hey, my name's Ben. I'm going to be like, you know, volunteering for you. What's up?" She's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I was told that there are these two kids that are troublemakers. You know, where are they? Like, who are they? And she's like, "Oh yeah, they're the two kids in the blue." And like right in front of us is like a sea of kids in blue t-shirts. Like,
oh my god.
And I turned to her with like the "you fucking kidding me" look, and I was just like, is this bitch for real? Like what is
that
going on?
That sounds like something I would say. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was the most hilarious thing ever. And like, I mean, from then on, like, it was like right from the beginning, we became more, I guess, like, friendly with each other, because like we knew that it was kind of like a joking thing. And
you guys became good friends.
Yeah, we became like,
strangers to good friends.
I know, it was absolute strangers, and within a week I had become almost like best friends with her. And it was something that had never had happened to me ever. Like, I've never become best friends with someone so quickly and become like so close and so, like, I guess, personal with someone within that amount of time. And from then on, I guess, like, we became closer, and eventually it was kind of like not even like a friends with benefits thing, but just like cuddle buddies, you know, like, as lame as that sounds, but like we go over Netflix and chill, but like we wouldn't watch Netflix. I mean, like, we wouldn't have sex. We'd just chill. Like, we'd actually just chill. Do the actual Netflix part? We'd actually do the Netflix part and actually just chill and cuddle. And like, we would, you know, we had this one like location where like after we'd go for coffee or something like that, and then we just like find this like bench at this park, and we would just lay there and like watch the sunset or something like that and cuddle. Aww. It was nice. And like from then on, you know, it just like it grew stronger. I could make
a movie out of this.
Yeah, you could. And from then on, it just, you know, it got stronger and stronger. And then eventually we decided to become friends with benefits. And our whole thing was like, okay, well, like, you know, like, we're taking out of like the romantic part of all this and stuff like that. And I mean, like, it was what it was, you know what I mean? Like, friends with benefits. It didn't last too long because we realized that we were gaining, you know, emotions very quickly with that. Yeah. And then, you know, we both talked to each other and were like, hey, you know, like, let's just give it a shot. Like, we have nothing to lose, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we can just be friends with benefits.
And when was this? When was, like...
This was all over the summer. Just all of this happened.
What month? Because you met at YMCA. Yeah. This was a year ago?
Yeah, this was a year ago.
So last summer?
Last summer.
2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Summer of 2015?
2015. You gotta add like a whip to that, you know, like 2015.
We're whipping right now.
We're whipping at our table. Can you hear it? Yeah. I'm sorry. But yeah, the summer 2015. And yeah, it was amazing. And like from then on, we've just been in a relationship and stuff like that. And it's just developed from, you know, stage after stage.
Acquaintances.
Yeah, and it's
to really good friends to probably like best friends.
Yeah, to best friends, and then to like cuddle buddies.
Yeah, cuddle buddies, friends with benefits,
and then dating, and then it's become, you know, someone who I can't imagine my life without. Do you mind, Claire?
Sorry.
I'm trying to have a sentimental, you know.
Sentimental.
Don't mock me.
Sorry.
Yeah, and it's become like, you know, acquaintances to someone that I say I love you every single day, and it's like, you know, you can't really predict where things go. And I mean, we have been on and off at times. Like, we have fights, we have, you know, conflicts where it seems like all is lost, and, you know, we can never fix anything. But like, the end of the day, like, you never know where things are going. And like, my whole thing is I work at it because I really do love her, and I want to be with her. And I guess like you don't know that from the start, and
a tear sheds in the audience.
Yeah, I know, right? But I think the moral of the story, though, in terms of relationships, is like, go for it. Because I was scared. Like, I was scared of her. She's a year older than me. I think she's gorgeous. Out of my league. And I was scared shitless. Like, I actually was, okay? Like, I had no idea how to talk to her. I had no idea what to do or anything. But, like, you just go for it. Like, you don't hesitate. Even if you're not confident, like, you're gonna fuck up. Like, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna say stupid stuff. But, like,
especially at this age too.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, no one's gonna expect you to be some kind of like godlike person who is able to talk to guys or girls no problem. But like, if you have feelings for someone, like, they're there for a reason. So take them. You know what I mean? Like, take them and use them.
Take them away.
Yeah. Take me
use
away.
Them with consent.
Yeah, with consent. With consent. But I mean, like, yeah, just go for it. Just as the legendary Shia LaBeouf himself says.
Oh.
Just do it. So yeah, just, you know, actually just do it. Just take the risk.
Oh my god, I did not realize that.
Oh my god.
Was here. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I just looked up in the corner of the room we're currently in, and it brings back some House of Horror memories. And
oh my god.
We made a video on my
that.
YouTube channel about it. It's like about like Woody and Jesse from Toy Story 3 appearing.
But
or
it's like
Toy
the
Story
worst
appearing.
fucking production ever.
It's the best!
It's
oh
the
my
worst!
God. Anyway, they're just staring at us right now. It's really creepy. Actually, it's kind of like staring above me. What do you think? You're better than me, punk? Anyway,
fight
sorry.
It. Actually, fight it. Let's get a gun shooting. Alright, Claire, it's your turn.
Well, mine is actually more of, mine's more of like a direct story instead of like over time, because I don't really have anything that's like over time. But my actual story is the first time I got asked out. Asked out. That's ASSEDOUT.
You just got straight up asked out.
So I got asked out when I was in grade 8. There was this little boy. Maybe, I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are. We're still very good friends to this day because we didn't really do anything because it was grade 8. Anyway, so I just finished Mandarin class and in the portable, and I was super excited because I like knew it was gonna happen sometime this week. And he sent me an email during class, which I just happened to check, by the way, which I don't usually do, but he sent me an email. He's like, hey, I was wondering if after you're done Mandarin, do you want to like wait outside the portable? I want to like ask you something. And I'm like, oh my god! So I was like really excited, and I know I'm sounding kind of sarcastic right now, but like I actually was genuinely
yeah, genuinely
really
that's a word, Claire.
Excited. I know, I just feel like there's an extra N in there.
Genuinely.
Yeah, so I was like really excited, and I walked outside the portable, and he wasn't there yet, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what, he's coming from a different building, so I'm like, I have time. So retard me goes back into the portable and takes my phone. I take my phone because I don't know why I left my stuff in there, but like I took my phone. Oh, I know why. Because I literally planned this out so exact. There was no like downtime. Like the plan for me, what I had created for myself was that I was going to walk out, he was going to ask me out, and then I'd be like, okay, and then it wouldn't be awkward. So I'd be like, I have to go get my stuff. So I'd like walk back inside and like get my stuff. But I went back inside and I'm like, oh, I realized I don't have my phone. So I went and got my phone. I'm like, oh, I should record this because I'm not even kidding. God. Because I was so into recording conversations. I felt like, listen, Hawaii Five-0 was my favorite show, and they would like record things when they didn't even need to, and it just happened to be like evidence and like proof or something. So I was I don't know why, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like use the voice record thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, I don't have this recording today, and I have no idea why. I don't know, but I remember I freaking made my best friend listen to it.
That's like, so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I'm not
Were you
happy
like, did you like
decision.
walk up to him and were like, before we start, could you please talk into the mic?
Yeah, no, I like had my like phone like scratching it like against my face kind of, and then I kind of like held it upwards and like had like my hands in front of me and like was kind of like like sometimes my hand would come over my shoulder and like while I was talking to him. But anyway, I got my phone, pressed record, which took like 2 minutes of like blank non-speaking, and then Julia's like, did he come yet? And my best friend, and I was like no, and then she's like okay, and like went out for lunch or something. So I was just waiting there, and he was like, hey, I was wondering if Friday you wanted to go to lunch or something. I was like, yeah, sure, man. And he's like, okay, cool. And I was like, all right, cool. I have to go get my stuff. See ya. And then I ran back inside, and I made this weird-ass squealing noise because I was by myself in this portable. And that's literally my story. It's really dumb. And that's the first time I got asked out. So if you're thinking of dating me, just always beware that I might have a recorder out. Because I'm trying just to have like a fucking camera crew in the back with the mic over the top. Yeah, you never know. Like... You're gonna be dating me and suddenly we're on reality TV. Yeah, we have our own show. He doesn't even. They don't even know. Anyway.
Good times.
That's my story.
That's a good story. That's a good story.
I like your story better.
You like my story better?
I do.
Why did you like my story better?
Because I don't ever like listening to myself. But anyway, now we're going to go into a section of the podcast called Where Do You Stand?
Where do you stand?
We're back!
Okay, that was too enthusiastic.
This is the second take. I don't want to do another one.
Okay, but you know what? The first time you were like, hi, and then now you're like, hi guys. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, this is the part of the show where we tell you our opinions on where we stand. Pretty self-explanatory title right there. Where this is the part of the story where the podcast show where we explain where we're kind of at and like what our definitions,
what side we're taking
are. Yeah, what side we're taking. So I know there wasn't really like a red versus blue type of thing going on.
Yeah, it's more like what we think of certain topics.
Yeah, and like what type of relationship we would define ourselves as.
Exactly.
So Ben, you've already been in a friends with benefits situation.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. I've been in a regular boyfriend, girlfriend situation or status, I guess you'd say.
Relationship stuff.
But I haven't really done anything else. I've never been a sugar mommy, only to like my friends, but that's not like in a sexual or romantic
that's just
relationship.
Buying your friends stuff.
Buying my friends stuff. But like I have been called that before, so that was pretty interesting. But that's literally the only.
I'm a Splenda daddy.
Oh, are you?
Cheap as fuck. No, I'm kidding.
Buy me stuff from American Eagle.
I do like buying my girlfriend stuff, but I don't think I like buy her.
Tiffany Co.
No, not that.
I
don't think I buy her.
What's the most expensive restaurant you've ever taken her out to? Chili's.
No, it was a place on Commercial. It wasn't for an anniversary.
Did you like get all dressed up and stuff?
No, it wasn't all dressed up. Oh. Because it was just
that. It's for me. Anyway.
It was for our anniversary. Our 1 year anniversary. For our relationship. Yay!
That's me internally clapping.
Oh, okay. That's a good internal clap sound. And it was in an Italian place on Commercial Drive, and it was pretty nice. It was like,
what was it called?
Some things like a dinner club or something like that, like
Commercial Drive,
like Francesco's
Italian
or
restaurant. I'm searching it up right now.
Federico
Supper Club? Oh my god!
Yeah,
well, it's got $2 signs on it. So, and fine Italian fare and old school charm.
Well, I mean, like, altogether.
They have a Lombardo's pizza here? What? I didn't know that was in Vancouver.
Yeah, they have everything there.
I'm gonna go there. Gonna take myself on a date there.
But, like, yeah, the supper club place was, like, it ended up being, like, $150. For 2 people.
So, have you ever asked someone out and got rejected? Yes.
Yes. Oh yes, I have.
How do I know this?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. No, because like I honestly don't even think about that because it's not.
Yeah,
like,
I don't actually care either.
Because it kind of just like passes.
I'm not sure if I've ever been declined.
It's like stamped declined. Like
I don't know. Stamp.
Yeah, I have.
Oh wait, yeah, you have. Like more than once.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Sorry, this is like so like insides
jokes
right now
jokes. But yeah, no, I've been rejected before.
Yeah. I feel like I have, but I don't remember it. Which obviously, there you go. There's my answer. Like I don't really care. So.
Yeah, it's not something that like you like dwell on and like remember for the rest of your life. Like, no, my God, I was like it's kind of just like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like that's about it. I mean, like I guess in the moment, like you might be like, oh, you know, I feel kind of blah, like, disappointed and stuff like that. But then after it's like whatever, because you kind of just move on. You're like, forget about it.
It's not gonna happen, then it's not gonna happen.
Exactly, unless it's like someone who's like the love of your life, but like
that you like can't forget about.
Exactly.
Like if Adam Scott was my age, like for real, like I'd probably
Weasel Man.
Shut up.
Weasel Man.
I'd probably cry. I'd probably cry if I didn't. If he said no.
Yeah.
Because that's like my ideal person.
Weasel Man, who's your?
No, they have to be
so
like.
So just have like a weasel, you date me.
They have to be funnier than me, and that's really difficult to find.
Wow, was that a joke?
Sorry. No, that's actually real.
Okay, I know.
I'm just
trying to be a. Okay, we have to
get
back on where we stand, though, Claire.
I know. Well, I think that relationship statuses are really complicated nowadays, but I think that marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend is the most regular thing to have. I don't understand a lot of these other ones, like an open relationship. That's not for me. Sugar relationship, no. It's complicated. Sure, that's like when you're about to break up, maybe, but like maybe just call it yes or no, nothing like in between.
Yeah.
I'm pretty old-fashioned that way.
I don't know.
I don't. There's no backup. There's no placeholder. Yeah, I would hope that I'm not an in it for the kids type of person.
I mean, I'm not.
And I definitely don't want to be the side piece or the other girl.
Yeah, I'm like when it comes to that kind of stuff, like friends with benefits, I'm fine with. You know, like
I'm not.
Regular relationship, I'm fine with. Cuddle buddies, I'm fine with. Like, even sugar daddy, like honestly, like.
Well, yeah, everyone loves getting gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I wouldn't want to
sugar mama. Like I'm like I'm sure be like I'll be raining like gifts, but I won't like.
Maybe okay. You know, I'm gonna change my mind. Yeah, right? I actually really like getting stuff.
Yeah, but I won't let that buy my.
Exactly.
My
they're not gonna. I'm not gonna like if they like get me all this stuff and then they ask me out after a certain period of time. I would say no if I didn't like them.
Yeah, like
and not because they were buying.
It's like, hey, you're buying me stuff, like, cool. Way to waste money on
me. I
know. Like you know, but like, and if anything, like they're coming from the wrong place. I know people have
done that before. It just doesn't work out very well.
They're coming from the wrong place as well. Like if they're saying like, oh, if I buy this person, it's more likely that they'll ask, like they'll say yes when I ask them out.
No.
That's a no.
Where you come from?
Yeah.
Why you do this?
Exactly. You in the wrong business.
You in the wrong business. That's right.
It's not I'm not about that life.
That's where I stand.
The side hoe and stuff like that.
Currently, I would say my relationship status is it's complicated, even though I just said 30 seconds ago that I really hate that and I don't believe in that. But that is kind of the best way to describe something, because it's like when you like someone and they also like you, and then it's kind of like, oh, what are we doing? And then it's like, I don't really know. It's kind of like there was like a hiatus period of time in my personal experience, and I know that my parents have been asking me. They're like asking me about this person, and they're like, "Are you being a dick? Are you being mean to them?" And I'm like, "No,
lies.
I'm trying to sort it out." But it's like really complicated because like when things are updated so quickly, I'll like tell one person, like I'll tell my best friend or something, and like they'll know all the details, and then like, oh, when I left off with my dad, I only told him about this. I haven't actually told him that this happened, or, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's my current situation. That's where I stand. Even though I really don't like the word it's complicated, I would say I'm in a relationship that it's complicated right now.
For me, I'm in a relationship. Well, I'm long distance now because she's gone to.
Oh yeah, we never talked about that.
Yeah, we never talked about long distance.
I guess it's just kind of a normal relationship. But
I think it's normal, but it is difficult.
Yeah.
Like it's really like it hits you like a bus, like a truck, or any kind of fast moving vehicle that you want to like describe. I mean, like
a taxi or something at like 100 miles per hour.
I mean, if that taxi's going fast, then yeah, I guess. But I mean, like, I would say like a tank, you'd more get run over more than hit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
And like a bike rider, like you don't get like.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Anyways, like you get any kind of like
an apple rides across like the Indian Ocean.
An apple.
And then you like, you receive it on the other end, and then like a car tire goes over it. It's kind of like that.
No, Claire, no, it's not. It's really not. No, but like right now I'm in a long distance relationship because she's in McGill and I'm here in
McGill's a university, by the way.
It's in Montreal, which is like across the country.
Yeah. That's your sitch?
No, yeah. Like it's long distance and it can be complicated at times. Because like I said, like we fight sometimes where things become like all hope is lost, but we work on it together and we always end up together and we always end up, like fixing things at least, like, at the end of the day, we both always, love each other. You know what I mean? Like that's, it always happens.
I'm so happy.
Why are you happy?
I don't know. I'm happy for you. I didn't know you could make it this far.
Wow, Claire, way to have the confidence I need.
No, I actually I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm just happy.
That's
Why
good.
can't I
No,
be happy?
like I'm happy as well. Like honestly, I'm happy. Like I never saw myself like, being in a relationship for like over a year and like looking at someone and be like, oh my god, like where would I be if I hadn't met this person? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I mean, like I don't want to get like too sappy and stuff like that, obviously, and I'm not gonna like I can ramble on for like hours and hours about stuff, but
okay. Well, we have one more section of the podcast to do.
Question.
We have comment corner. All you guys tweeted us, and we're gonna answer your million questions. Ready?
Go.
Welcome to Comment Corner, everybody.
Welcome, where we ask you questions on Twitter.
Yep.
And we then take those questions, we mix them up in a big old bowl, we put them in the oven, we turn it to bake, then 420, then we take those out and we eat them.
Open them up.
Yep, and we answer your
here
questions.
They are.
Yeah, here are your questions.
We have a bunch.
We answer.
We're trying to get through all of them.
Questions.
So I'll go first.
All right.
Okay, you can follow us, by the way, at IB_podcast. Stands for Idiot and Abroad. Once again, not International Baccalaureate. Our first question comes from Madayar. He says, or she, looks like a ninja star as their profile picture, so maybe they identify as a ninja star. They say, okay, how does dating even work? It seems to be unheard of outside the US and Canada. Certainly not Europe. Really? You don't date people in Europe? I don't know how to answer this question. Dating works by two people wanting to be with each other.
Yeah, or like not even like be with each other, just like they want to explore and figure out whether they're compatible.
Yeah. That's a good definition.
It's kind of like a trial. Like a trial to see if you're DTF with the other person.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you have a question?
Oh yeah, no. That's. I thought we were gonna elaborate.
No, we have too many to get through.
Owen Spence asks, if I could rent a tank and pick up chicks with it, would you laugh? No. Jokes aside, any advice on actually talking to chicks?
Talking to chicks, Ben, help them out.
Well, first off, if you rolled up in a tank next to me. And you said,
I would go on a date.
Hey, I would go on a date. Hey, man, I want to like blow stuff up. I want to blow shit up on my first date. But
I would too.
Yeah,
I would say you have a pretty solid plan there, man.
I mean, like, I don't suggest going out buying like guns and just showing up and be like, yo, let's blow it up, like, come on, like. But
maybe not that.
But I think with like talking to girls, I mean, like, I can't speak for girls, but I think that a confident guy, if you go up and you're like, so you know, like I saw you over there and I have a crush on you kind of for like a week.
Kind of, see ya.
I was wondering if you'd like to go. It's like, no, like, you know, like, hey, you know, I have feelings for you, and I've been like crushing on you for a week. I was wondering if you wanted to go, you know, grab something to eat.
Go skydiving.
Yeah, go skydiving. Okay. Or go shoot up stuff in my tank, you know, like, confidence when you talk, and like, don't be passive. Be assertive to a point where like you're giving them a yes or no like question, but don't be like, forceful. You, me, date, no, Saturday, raw, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't go like that, but like, don't be so passive and unsure about it that they're gonna be like, this guy doesn't even seem like he knows what's going on, so I'll take a pass on that. So yeah, that's my tip or advice to talking to chicks.
At Jose Tillman says, well, are you dating anyone recently? Do you get a lot of love letters? Well, since we already did the first part, I've never received a love letter unless it was from me to me. So there's your answer.
And at Wilson, he asks, is dating outdated? Scheduling an event when both people know it's for romance seems to be a lot of pressure. Haha.
Outdated.
Outdated for dating. Whoa. Dateception. I don't think dating is outdated. I think that dating has been replaced in a way with like hookups and stuff with like
Netflix
Tinder.
And chill.
Yeah, Netflix
became a thing
and chill
because
became
Netflix became a thing.
Tinder became a thing. Like, people
it's now kind of socially acceptable to just have sex with someone.
Yeah, exactly. Because... I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I do think that, you know, the old school kind of high school asking someone out by their locker has kind of become a little bit outdated.
Yeah, because of phones and stuff.
Yeah, because of technology, because of social media and stuff like that, you know, like, sliding into DMs was never a thing, you know?
Yeah, like, until DMs were a thing.
Like swiping left and right was never a thing until, you know what I mean? Like, so...
All these new terms.
And all these new, like, you know, forms of social media and communication
new terms comes with
have, in a way, outdated certain forms of dating.
But the actual dating part, I would say, is not.
Yeah, I think that people still date to, like, you know, see what they think of a person, but I don't think it's
or see if they want to spend their life with somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of what irritates me at this age, because it's like, really, are you really going to be high school lovers? No. 99.9%.
No, but it depends.
I have faith in some people, just not me. Honestly, just not me. Yeah. So if you're thinking of dating me at this age, it's probably like,
it's not gonna be love.
I'm gonna be too critical. I'm gonna like be really mean, and like nobody like would ever. Anyway. Okay, so Dreamsinger at Dreamsinger says, what's the easiest way to approach someone that you think is out of your league? Well, in my opinion, I have never met anyone who's out of my league. I always feel like we're all people here. But I understand where that could come from. Like, if their looks are like really like extremely gorgeous, maybe that's hard to ask someone out if you think they're really pretty. So far I haven't met anybody who I think is prettier than me, so can't really answer that. Sorry. Whoa. I'm just being an absolute ass right now. I don't know. I can't really answer that question because
I mean I think that, like, I think in my instance with, like, my girlfriend currently, I think she's totally out of my league. And when I went to talk to her, like, I was like, people around me were like, yeah, like, go ask her, like, she's totally into you. I'm like, no, she's not. Like, that's ridiculous, right? I'm like, oh, it's ridiculous. I'm totally, you know, she's totally out of my league, and, you know, I'm
in my case, anybody who I've actually asked out, I don't think is out of my league.
Okay, and I think that's, like, perfectly fine, and I don't think there's like anything.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna happen.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with being like in someone's league or out of someone's league. I think it's just a matter of like
the same thing we talked about before with just asking a girl out that you liked or
you just gotta be confident. Just gotta go for it. Like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, if asking someone out is gonna ruin a like relationship, I think that. I mean, obviously, I don't know. Maybe your relationship isn't as strong as you thought before, or something like that. And I don't know, but I think that, you know, with that kind of stuff, with like leagues, I guess you just gotta go for it. You gotta.
You'll never know.
Put on your big boy pants. Yeah, you gotta like buckle your belt. Just go for it. Just do it.
At OS_epsilon says, I feel as though there is society pressure around guys talking to gals to talk sometimes like they aren't even allowed to talk without being called lovers and being made fun of. Am I wrong?
I think that he has a good point right there. I don't think
like a guy and a girl, if they're talking to each other and they're not really dating, but everyone kind of knows they like each other and everyone's like, oh my god, lovebirds.
But there's like, no, I think there's definitely like a matter of teasing with that, but I think that's just comes with maturity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, grade 6, when someone starts dating, everyone's like, oh my god. And then like once you hit high school, it's kind of like, even, it's like still drama in high school, but it's kind of like, okay, we get it. Like, people do things, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
like leave them or enjoy it, like
let them be. Like, geez, you don't have to be in everyone's personal space. And and I think that in a way there's some kind of like societal pressure around guys talking to girls, because, you know, some people may think like, oh, why is he talking to me? Is he trying to like, is he leading this somewhere? You know what I mean? Is he gonna ask me out? Is he gonna like try and hit on me or something? But like, definitely, I think there's some sort of societal pressure on guys, or assumption that guys would only talk to someone like a stranger or something to, like, I don't know, get their number or something. Get with them. Yeah, get with them. Anonymous.
No, underscore.
I think they meant to say like anonymous.
Unanonymous. Oh, you spelled it very wrong.
Unanonymous _D says, should I wear the heads of my enemies to the first date? Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely, you know.
Go for it.
You know, it's
chop them off, make a nice necklace.
Exactly. It's you know, put them on pikes, burn their hair on fire, stuff like that. Shrink their heads. Yeah. You know, honestly, it's definitely dress to impress. You know what I mean? Like, you got to dress to impress first date. I suggest the whole ritual as well, including the singers and the drummers and the pikemen
and the dance beforehand.
Yeah, spear the heads.
The haka dance or something.
Yeah, the haka dance. That definitely is the way to go.
Your attraction.
The fire throwers also adds to
if you can get a couple of those, maybe like 4 or 6, like, you know what, even amounts on each side of you.
Even if you just put like 3, I've seen 3, like 2 on the side and 1 in the middle leading, and it's looked really good. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I've never thought of it that way before.
And you know, it really pulls it together. It really pulls the tribal kind of aesthetic together, and it really makes the setting. So yeah, but I don't suggest, you know, acrobatics, because, you know, people get everywhere. If there's tables, you're in a restaurant, you just don't want that.
Not enough room.
Yeah, exactly. But the fire things for sure.
Too much, like, probably is not even in your budget anyways. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, but fires and heads on pikes, definitely must have.
Well, thank you guys.
I think that question concludes our.
If you ask a dumb question, you're gonna get a dumb answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes our podcast for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening in this fine day.
We'd like to thank you,
I'd like to thank my mom,
my dad, and everyone's supporting me throughout this week.
My brother.
No, but I'm thank you for listening and asking us questions, showing interest in our podcast.
Once again, guys, the feedback has been just out of this world.
Yeah, it's been really good. So we'd like to thank you guys for that, and
thank you.
We'll see you on the next episode.
This has been Idiot and Abroad.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Claire.
I'm the broad. I'm the broad.
I'm the idiot.
And I'm the broad.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.